TLB Radio. TLB Radio.
We'll do it live. Okay. We'll do it live. Fuck it.
You made us. Exactly. So what's the big deal? 5 or 6 people get killed, and you all freak out and put it on us, and we're just reflecting you back at yourself.
Is the Tate LaBianca.
Had you let us put on a defense, we couldn't have explained to you why it happened.
Radio program.
Broadcasting from the Star City of the South, Roanoke, Virginia. You are listening live to the Tate LaBianca radio program. Good evening, TLBers. I'm Brian Davis alongside Tawna Laufenberg, and we are back once again to bring you the radio program which pursues the interest, the oddities, and the truth of the Tate LaBianca murders. Year number 58 as we roll on this August night here, 2026. Good evening, Tawna. How are you tonight?
I'm good. How are you?
We're doing pretty good over here. 3,000 miles away. Laufenberg out there in Lipstick City.
Lipstick City.
I had to do that because Tawna hates when I say that. She hates that term.
I do. Yeah, I do.
She's out there on the West Coast. I'm out here on the East in the Star City of the South, as I said earlier. And we are here with you, the TL Beers. Thank you for joining us here on this Sunday night. And before we get started with our main subject or topic tonight, I want to recap a little bit of recent developments in the news, I guess. We talked about this on Thursday when we came back, but if you missed it, I'm going to do a little update here on our parole hearings that are going on or will be going on, upcoming and so forth, or has happened. Notably talking about Bobby Beausoleil. Most of you know this already. We talked about it again Thursday. He was recently denied his parole hearing, his parole bid. So that puts him to the back of the line now, Laufenberg.
Back of the line.
And I'm assuming even behind Watson. I'm not clear. There's no clear date on when he will come up next for parole. I'm assuming the year was 2029. I don't know the month or day. But Watson is scheduled, as we'll show here in a minute, for later that year, too. So it'll be interesting. I'm just don't know why. It'd be interesting to see which one of them comes back up first. So nonetheless, as it looks right now, Pat Krenwinkel has one pending on October the 8th of this year. That's just obviously a couple months away. So she's coming up next. I don't know if she'll even attend. I don't think she attended her last hearing. I'm not for sure on that, but for some reason I think that, but we'll see. She attends on October the 8th as it's scheduled. That may have changed even since I last checked too. A lot of times they change these dates even up to the last second or minute. But that's what we got so far, October 8th for Krenwinkel. And then Bruce Davis comes back up around August 2027. We talked about that Thursday night. What a crazy thing he did for screwing up his last hearing. And we'll see what happens I guess next year, about a year from now. So that's your current situation with the remaining killers who are behind the bars. Interesting, huh? I mean, these murders happened 57 years and some change now ago. And I guess who do we have in there? How many? We've got these four. Leslie.
Do you think they regret it?
Hold on, let me think here for a second. Susan, of course. There were 7. I mean, 4, 5, 6, 6. Who else was in there? I'm missing somebody. Am I not? It feels like
I think you got him.
All right. I guess you could count Clem, but he was out pretty quick because of his giving the information of Shorty's body. But so I guess you had like 7 or some of them locked up. Well, Manson, I guess that would be 8. So you have 8 of them jailed for these murders. All of them. I'm talking about Shorty Shea, Hinman, the whole bit. And now we're down 57 years later or whatever. We're down to 4 of them actually still behind bars. I'm not saying that says anything or not. It's just a weird observation I'm making here in the moment. Oh, God.
I just think of them singing in the hallways and running around like without a care in the world. And I wonder if they regret it now.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I'm sure Leslie would if you asked her. Maybe Pat too. I guess I don't know how I'm sure Susan would have done the same. I don't know. I didn't ever hear her say that, but obviously all the girls sounded, I think at their older age anyway, if not even earlier when they first came around a little bit, I think they all kind of regretted it. I always got that feeling anyway, as they got older. I mean, I'm not saying that excuses them. Just because you understand something doesn't mean you condone it. It just means you understand it.
I just feel like there were some times where it seemed like during the process of the trial, they didn't seem to understand the gravity of it when they're singing.
Well, no, they didn't know a fucking thing back then, Tawna. No, exactly right. No, they didn't know. Look at them. They were dumber than a box of proverbial rocks. Everything they did was wrong. Everything. Right?
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing. They were so freaking stupid back then. And the sad part is a couple of them are still like that. A couple of them still think that way. You heard Lynette? You heard Lynette talk lately? I mean, God. I'm just saying, dude. They've never really grown up. They're like the Peter Pan character or whatever.
Yeah.
The followers, the followers too. They're even worse. But I'm sure I think the girls did regret it. I mean, it seems like they did. I mean, that doesn't matter to me. They should still be in prison until they die. But that I do believe they kind of like, oh God, I wish we hadn't done that. Yeah. So 2 of them, I guess you could say, served out their sentence, right?
Mm-hmm.
Susan and Manson.
Yeah.
They actually paid the whole sentence.
They did.
And that's it. Only 2 of them. Anyway, just an observation. I guess Clem came out the best.
You know, I don't think it would have changed the outcome, though, had they not been singing. I think it still would have been the same.
Mm-hmm.
Don't you think?
In what? Say that again.
Well, you know, we're talking about how they were singing and weren't taking it serious at the time. I don't think that it really would have mattered. I think that the outcome would have been the same no matter what they did.
Yeah, in
Probably.
the courtroom.
So, yeah.
I don't think the jurors ever saw them singing in the hallway or anything.
The prospective jurors did.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's in the record.
How do you know that didn't affect them then? How do you know that didn't? How do you know?
Might have.
I'll tell you right now, I'm not going to lie. If I was a prospective juror and I saw that shit going on, I'd certainly already have a biased opinion on them.
Yeah, some of them did.
I'm not going to lie about it. I know I would. Oh, those are the girls that did it? Yeah, those are the ones that are accused of doing it. And they're singing nursery rhymes going down the hallway?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're done. Guilty. Yeah. Just would. All right. Let's I wanted to talk about the granddaughter's documentary a moment more, if I could. How many watched that, by the way? Has anybody watched that since we talked about it Thursday? I hope enough people have watched it to get into what I'm getting ready to talk about. But has your opinion on it changed any, Tawna, since Thursday or anything like that? Or what do you think still about it?
Well, like I said, I thought that it was slow. I thought it moved slow.
Yeah.
But I still got some new perspective in it a little bit. I gave it what you said you gave it a 6. I gave it like a 7.
Yeah, I thought about it for a minute too. I gave it a 7 at first. I thought it's pretty well productive. I mean, the production was pretty good, I thought.
Yeah.
You were right. I agree. It probably moved a little slow, but I didn't hold that against it. But I thought the production was pretty well done and so forth. I gave it an original 7. But then when I started to talk about it Thursday night, when we started to go over it, it kind of like I had to agree with more of the listeners and I lowered it a point. I gave it a 6.
I think I lowered mine a little bit too, but not so much because of what the listeners said, but just as I was thinking about the big picture, it started to look a little different.
Yeah. Yeah, there were 2 of them that came out this time, and maybe more. I don't know. I've only seen 2. I didn't watch the other one, but I've only seen 2 titles that were announced that have come out. The other one was what was it? Phone calls with a criminal or something.
Yeah, something like that.
It's Buddy Day who came up. He did the documentary that I'm in, Manson: The Final Words. But Buddy Day is kind of trying to live off of these phone calls with Manson that he got back when he put out the documentary. So you're talking like, all these old phone calls. And Buddy's still trying to be, something with that, which I guess there's some value in that. Go ahead and do it. But man, I don't know.
Have you watched his podcast?
No, that's the thing I'm trying to say. I haven't caught his podcast. No, I didn't. And I didn't watch his documentary either yet. I haven't caught that yet. I don't think I'm interested in it. I'm a little fatigued of the phone calls at this point.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, man, what do you think's gonna happen when I'm gone? The whole world's gonna be gone, crazy brother, soldier. Hey, man. That's what I say. The sun runs around, the moon runs around the planets, man. Because Hitler's just trying to put order in the world. Like, I'm a little fatigued of the phone calls.
Yeah. Yep.
And that's Buddy Day's documentary, I think.
A lot of people have phone calls. A lot of people have phone calls that have never come out.
Dude. So many people do. Yes. Yes. I mean, everybody can make a documentary if we're going to do that, except me, of course.
I'll give you my recordings and you can make a documentary. How about that?
Yeah. How about nag? How about the word fatigued again?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think she did a good job too.
Yeah, I did too.
Wait a minute. There we go. I can't keep up with the fucking chat. I'm trying to get Dolphin up there. Hello, Dolphin. To the both producer and the director of My Grandfather, I think Sophia did a fair job. Again, I think so too. I think the production was well. I think she did a great job actually for her, I guess, first movie. So I'll give you that too. I agree with you. Not bad. Here's what I got to pop. Okay. Go ahead.
I was just going to say it could have been so much worse. It could have been so much worse. I'm glad it wasn't worse. I don't know what I was expecting, but it was better than I had expected.
I agree. I think it was better than I had expected. I have to admit to that too. However, I do have a little bit of issue with it. A little bit of hypocrisy going on here, maybe. We'll see. We'll see what the people think here when I get into this. First, I want to say that one thing I caught the other night that we didn't get, or at least I didn't mention then. Let me grab my notes here. So the photographer, the creepy guy, Dennis Wilson's photographer, was it the person? Was it the photographer? Okay. Yeah. The Beach Boys photographer, whoever it was, the photographer, I forget the guy's name. The photographer told Sophia that Manson sold that song for $300, and he gave the number 300. Like that's the number he gave, $300. And I'm just curious. Yeah. Did you catch that? I'm curious where that came from. And I'm not saying it's not true. I've never seen that. You know how many times I've asked, gosh, I wish we knew how much this thing was about, right?
Yeah.
And it's the first time I've actually ever heard a number, like a definite number given of how much the song or songs. And I guess he mentioned one song. And I'm thinking $300. Is that really true?
I don't think he knew what he was talking about.
You didn't put a lot into him?
No.
And she didn't like him either at the end there because he was so creepy.
Yeah, when he took his hair out of that ponytail, I knew what was coming.
Dude, I knew, you know this, right? I called it from the minute he said the first thing.
Oh, you have pretty eyes, that comment?
Yeah, the pretty eyes. You remember that? In mid-sentence, he goes, I don't even like, and she was listening to him. She was in tune. She was like, oh, really? Wow. That happened. And what now? And he's telling the story, right? Oh, yeah. And then he turned around. Oh, by the way, you got pretty eyes.
I thought maybe he was making a play on the whole Manson eyes kind of thing with that.
Dude, I couldn't believe it, dude. I was like, I can't believe you cannot see it. I was sitting there going, why? Dude, he's a creep. And you're like, no.
Maybe it's just the Manson eyes comment. Come on.
And I'm like, no, this guy's a creep. So as we played it out, as the documentary played out,
the ponytail came down.
Yeah, the ponytail came down, and it was in there. He started talking about sex, and he starts bringing up sex. And what about you? Which position do you like? I don't know if he said that. That's not what he said, but like that's the direction he was going.
Oh yeah.
And then, of course, she said later, that was the creepiest guy ever. But he did say $300 for the song. I just don't know. Somebody in the chat says that it was a James May said he heard $500 in a guitar. Really? See, I'd never heard about a guitar. Gil Hodges giving us the translation of inflation. $300 in 1969 is about $2,700 today. So maybe that was more reasonable. That makes it sound a little more reasonable. Yeah. $2,700 for a song.
Right.
Hell, I'd probably do it. But is that true?
I don't think I've ever heard that dollar amount anywhere before. That was a new one to me too.
Yeah. I'm just wondering because if you look at Manson's side of it, he acts like that never happened. He acts like he was never paid anything. You know,
they talk about that in his parole documents, actually.
What do they say? Do you know offhand?
I don't remember verbatim, but I know that it was in, I believe, like December of '68. He met with his parole officer, and he was saying that he was on the Beach Boys record, and he was going to get paid.
I saw that. That's like, and then that's like for going on tour with him, right?
No. That was something separate later. This was for money for a song. We should go in. I'm going to make a note. We should bring that out at some point. It's really interesting. The timing of it and what was said about it.
I wish you would. I'm interested in this kind of thing, man. Like, I want to know what the deal was with that. Look, it could go either way in my mind. Like, I could see Manson getting paid and then still saying he didn't get paid. Or maybe he didn't get paid what he thought was enough. Like that to him, I could see that happening.
What I remember about the documents, though, was that it seemed as though he accepted it, that he had already been paid out.
And that's my point. That's what I'm trying to get to. Was there an agreement of whatever it was? Did he acknowledge that he was paid? That's what I want to know. And then he got mad later on when, for whatever reason, when the shit went south, he got mad and goes, "Oh, no, you owe me money because you didn't give me enough," or whatever it was in his mind. You know what I mean?
Have we ever heard him talk? Yeah, but have we ever heard him personally talk about it?
No, I have never. And I'm not saying he hasn't. If somebody's got something by him, by all means, bring it out. I'd like to hear it. But just the fact that he said he went back to them and said, the whole "I'll call New York" thing, right?
Oh yeah, he does tell that story, right?
Well, so what does that say? To me, that says he didn't get paid. That's what he's trying to say. I didn't get paid. You owe me money. And of course, the guy, Grillo, the business manager, Grillo, is going, "No, we don't owe you anything." And I have always thought that, I don't have any way to back this up with proof. This is my own speculation. So understand that before anybody starts criticizing it. But I've always thought that he justified. I doubt Dennis Wilson gave him those gold records. I always thought Manson stole those gold records, helped himself to the gold records off the wall because he felt like he was owed those gold records.
I'd like to know that, like how that happened.
Yeah, again, I don't know it. I don't know that for fact. I'm just kind of assuming. I don't think Dennis would give them those records. Do you? I wouldn't give anybody my gold records.
I wouldn't.
But again, I don't know. Like I said, I'd like to hear more about this. $300 a song, $500, whatever it is. Did he get paid? Did he not get paid? I'd like to know the truth of this.
Well, and also, it's not like Manson is gonna like tell his parole officer, "I didn't get paid, now I'm gonna go fuck him up." I mean, he's not gonna make that on his report. So
no, I agree. But I'd love to know the details of this music thing with him and Dennis or the Beach Boys themselves or whatever.
Yeah.
And I will say too, don't forget, I mean, Brian Wilson, who was pretty much de facto the leader of the Beach Boys. I mean, he kind of liked Manson as far as the music scene goes. I mean, he did bring him into his own studio to record.
Certainly did seem that way, yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know what the deal was with it. I'd like to know more. And
have you ever seen that interview where Brian is asked about the song "Cease to Exist" or "Never Learn How Not to Love"? And he's like, "That was a great song."
Yeah.
Like even now, well, not now, but when he was interviewed, he thought it was a great song.
Yeah, I'd just like to know more about this music thing with the Dennis and the Beach Boys and what really went down. It's one of the few. It's one of the few sub stories of this that I even have an interest in. Heck, at this point, I might have more of an interest in that than the actual murders at this point. I don't know, but I do. I've always been interested to know the truth behind that.
So many different versions we hear.
Yeah, I don't know if we ever will. All right, so that's one interesting thing I thought about the documentary that's actually that stood out to me. I also wonder what turned everybody around to talk to her. Not that I blame them. I just wonder why they didn't talk to her at first. Because if you recall, she tried to contact Stephen Kay and some other people, and she said they didn't want to talk to her. And then in the next scene, there she is talking to Stephen Kay. So I wonder what changed his mind.
That's a good question.
I'll leave that hanging.
Money, maybe? Money, maybe?
I don't know. You're not supposed to pay for documentaries, but, it shows a biasm. But although that's exactly what a documentary is, it's a biased look at a subject. Here's my biggest problem with the whole thing. And it took me by surprise from the minute that I started to notice this. I was like, wow, wait a minute. What? There's a scene when she first finds out, or she's talking about first finding out. This is the girl, the granddaughter, Sophia, I guess.
Sophia.
I don't know how to pronounce it exactly. I think it's Sophia. But there's a scene where it's very emotional and she's crying and there's tears running down her eyes. And I don't know what to do with my grandfather, Charles Manson, and the lineage. And oh my God, I don't know what it is. And she claims it completely I can't remember the exact adjective she used, but it was along the lines of completely put my life in upheaval. All right. I mean, it was the worst news you could get. She was devastated. It completely screwed her whole life, turned it upside down, according to her, right? It was almost like the most horrible news you could get. Is that kind of is that accurate, Tawna?
I thought, yeah, definitely.
So it was this really big deal. And she had a lot of hard time to digest this and figure it out and analyze it. And then she had to go research it all. And that's great. But here's the whole problem I got with this. I would buy into this 100%. If she hadn't have done that raffle with that Paul cast, that Paul Cuck, the Paul Cuck cast, right?
Mm-hmm.
God, I watched this the other day. They were even worse than I thought. You want to talk about, I digress here, but you want to talk about some fucking marks. Holy shit. Hypocritical bunch of fucktards. Excuse me, dear Gil. I told Gil he'd have to bring the meter, but I slipped there. I want to go back to this raffle show. I think this was like around 2023. Okay. Does anyone know when this documentary was shot? It looks pretty recent. I'm sure the shooting was probably pretty soon after 2023 or during this time. But I don't know. I don't know when they shot this thing. It looks like they shot this in different, because there's a couple pictures in this documentary where he's clean cut, right, Daniel?
Mm-hmm.
And then later on in the documentary, he's got the beard back.
Right.
But let me lay down this first. Dr. Zayas, hello to you. And I want to remind everybody, since Dr. Zayas made a comment there about the duty. If you don't know how Halloween is coming, Tawna, pretty soon, right around the corner in a couple of months. And
you're right, it is.
Not sure if people are aware of this, but you can now get your Halloween costumes if you're into the Manson groupie. You would want to be a Manson groupie costume. They're available now in all sizes, adult costume size. You can now get the Tate LaBianca murder victim costume. It includes the tips on how to mock the murder victims and glorify murderers by damning duty, and it also comes with bloody baby handprints. There you go. Oh, you're not a female psycho? Well, you can also be the male version here. Of course, we've got the Charles Manson Groupie Paul Jacobs edition, which you get your Manson Groupie handbook, and you also get a coupon for a free Manson doll, as you can see in the picture here.
Is it the kind of doll like a ventriloquist doll, or is it just a regular doll?
That's a good question. I'll have to check with the manufacturers here at Spirit. Thank you, Dr. Zayas.
I can't stop laughing over that one.
There you go. Gil Hodges, there you go. Does it come with the Sharpies for that one?
Oh.
We might throw the Sharpie in there. I don't know. All right. That's just a little bit of, just having a little fun. All right. But seriously, let's go back to that raffle show that they did, the big raffle scam that I call it.
What made it a scam, in your opinion?
Well, I mean, the same person won all of the raffle prizes, okay? And so they had this thing where you could buy as many tickets as you wanted. You could enter, as often as you wanted. You buy up all the tickets, and that's what happened. One woman, in other words, the raffle was designed that whoever spent the most money buying up the tickets was probably going to be the one who won, okay? And that's exactly what happened. The woman that bought the most tickets, she won every single drawing. Okay. It was, I'm not saying even that they realized what they were doing. I don't know if they scammed it like that or not on purpose, but that's literally, it was a rigged contest. However you want to look at it. It was rigged. If you only bought a couple tickets, right, they got your money, but you had no chance of winning.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, that's the scam part. And I don't even think that raffles are allowed on YouTube. I think that's against the policy of YouTube because of the apparent scam issue. There is a reason why legit contest, they will tell you. You can enter as many times as you want, but you can only win once. Meaning if they have more draws than one, you win one draw, that's it. You can only win once. That's how they should have done it. But they didn't. Anyway, I digress. But this is where we're going to go back to. I want to go back to a couple of these, a clip here or two of this podcast, or whatever you want to call it. With this good. With Michael Bruner and this is Charlie Manson's son, by the way, Mike Bruner, Mr. Self-Righteous here. Remember, I do the right thing. There's not been a bigger disappointment to me so far in the last few years in this whole thing than Mike Bruner, and that's a fact. And I know this personally. Huge disappointment. Absolutely. The guy's something wrong with him upstairs. I don't know. He's a nice guy. He means well but he is easily manipulated, like exactly what these guys have done to him. So now
do you want to explain that? Do you want to explain why? Or?
Yeah, yes, I will. He's selling his own father's shit right now. He is so desperate. He hates Jason Freeman so much that he is so desperate to find somebody else to come in here and say claim to his father's stuff because he can't do it because he was adopted. And so he can't. He has zero power. He has zero power in this thing. And as sad as that is, that's the way it is. That's the law. Okay. That's just the law. I don't even agree with that. But it is what it is. So Mike Bruner is he hates Jason so much that he got to find somebody to do it. So you know what? He will even say it in this little raffle show. He goes, "Oh, it was my last ditch effort with Ancestry.com." So he's out there actively trying every way he can to try to fuck this shit up with Jason Freeman. Okay, that's what he's trying to do because he can't do it. So he went on the Ancestry and he put his DNA and he's looking. Oh, look, there's somebody might have a match, right? So he found Daniel Arquelis, or however you pronounce this guy's name.
Yeah, but couldn't he have had regular, genuine intentions with it, just wanting to find family members?
Yeah, yep. You're right. Could be. But I know the disdain. I know the disdain that he has for Jason Freeman. And I have a little bit hard time believing. I was at first, I bought into it, but after watching Bruner for the last few years or whatnot, I totally think, he's not as wholesome as he likes to claim or plays the part. But he's going to promote this stuff first. So he is the one that found this guy, Arguelles, okay, on Ancestry.com. And he is so determined to find someone to come in here with Jason and screw this shit up. But with that being said, if Arguelles is really it's really the son, then so be it. He deserves, you know what I mean? He deserves a piece of the pie. But that's not Bruner's intent.
You're assuming that's not Bruner's intent.
I am. You're right. Thank you for your correction. Yep, I am. I do not believe anyway. And then I further believe, I'll get into this in a moment. So what I'm trying to show here tonight is this. You heard this girl basically, her life was damaged forever with this revelation that she was the granddaughter, apparently, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's the way she came out. Oh my God, my life is completely screwed now. I don't know what I'm going to do forever. I got my grandfather's lineage in me now, whatever. The reason I say this is because this raffle show right here was done long before the documentary started to shoot. And they acted like in the documentary, and let me put this up here first. I do feel like I got to show this. They acted like in the documentary, they acted like they didn't know who, like for example, Nick Schreck, right?
Right.
They got around to interviewing Nicholas Schreck, and Daniel himself leans over and says, was this guy there? He acts like he has no idea who Nicholas Schreck is. There's the screenshot from the documentary. There he is leaning over to Sophia going, was he there? Meaning Nick Schreck. Now, by the time this scene was shot in the documentary, he knew who Nick Schreck was. He absolutely knew who he was.
Obviously he did.
They're trying to make you think, oh no, who is Nick Schreck? I don't know who this guy is. And we don't know who any of these people are. And they all knew each other by this point, because if you look at this.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
If you look at this shit show right here, you'll see that they all knew each other. So I'm going to go up here.
What year was that? What year was it? The raffle? What year was it?
This, I believe this is 2023.
Okay.
So they already know each other. Okay. Mm-hmm. And I want to get, and here's Bruner, of course, selling his dad's shit. No problem, right, Mike? Mike told me one time he would never do this. When I first met Mike Bruner, First started talking to him. When I first talked to him, he swore he wouldn't do this stuff. He swore he wouldn't. And look at his fuck face. You stupid looking fuck. There you are, selling your dad's stuff.
And
Wow.
people have probably already heard me talking about this, but I did get the
buddy.
guy that gave me this insert.
Fucking motherfuckers. Look at him. Completely went just off the fucking wall. What is that haircut, dude? What the fuck what are you doing, Mike? What are you fucking doing?
There's nothing wrong with his haircut. Just stop.
Really? For real.
There's so much else that could be said. When you said haircut, it's like,
Well, I'm just starting.
yeah.
I just don't get it, man. What are you doing, dude? What the fuck are you doing? And then you got this guy. We'll get to him in a minute. This fucking Mark. I want to get to you. I want to get Daniel. I want to get to the point where Daniel comes up here, though, in this thing, because they're going to bring Daniel in here. Oh, there's another one. Benoit Balls himself had to make. They had to get him in. And this is the hypocrisy, man. They talk like they're these, oh, we're doing the right thing. It's you guys that are doing the bad thing over there. Doing Jason Freeman doing the bad thing. But this is all just great, right? This is all perfectly fine. Ben Gorecki, Benoit Balls with the cult leader T-shirt on, even. Yeah, you wish you were. Weirdos, man. I'm trying to get to the point where they bring in Daniel. Oh, here we go. Now I'm going to tell you something, dude. That's not what he looked like in the documentary. He didn't act like this. He didn't look like it. They have changed everything about this with him. Okay. So when they shot this documentary, they completely went away from what you're seeing here. But I want to play this for a minute, and you can tell the difference.
It's been really great with us, and I'm just stoked that you guys were able to find each other. Oh, hello.
There we go. What is this?
Hey.
Hi.
Yeah.
That's me.
Look at that
Nice to
beard.
meet ya. That's, oh my God.
Look at that beard. Look at that beard. Do you see what's going on here? He's already trying to carve out this image of himself, right? With being Manson's son.
Mhm.
And the beard is part of the getup, right? And even his own people, even Mike Bruner and Paul here, even they're surprised. Even they're surprised. They're like, whoa, look at that beard. Because this is what he's doing. This is what Daniel's doing. He finds out he's Charlie Manson's son. I got to play the part now. I got to play the part now, man. So I'm going to grow the beard. I'm going to start touching it like Manson does in the interviews. I got my guitar here too, by the way. Do you see my guitar? Guess what? I also play guitar. Well, of course you do. Well, of course you do.
But I have envy right now. I have hardcore beard envy.
Look, he's got envy because Paul Cuck wants to be Manson. He wants to be
Come
Manson.
on, that's a little funny. I mean, I'm watching it now for the first time since we did that. It's a little funny,
Yeah, it is
Funny.
funny. I agree with you. Very funny.
2.5 months.
2.5 months. This guy did it. Took him 2.5 months to look like I got it. 2.5 months. It took me to look like Charlie.
Well,
I stopped shaving January 1st in honor of Charlie.
In honor of Charlie.
Oh boy. Oh
Yeah,
damn.
but it was devastating to their lives. Remember, it was devastating. You remember? She said it
No,
was
I didn't.
devastating.
I didn't
The
remember
girl.
that he said that.
Yeah, the girl said it was devastating, though. The granddaughter, it was devastating. I'm crying. I don't know what to do. I think I'll make a documentary of it and make money off of this. I think I'll just tell my story and cry. What am I going to do? I'm related to Charlie Manson. Oh, my God. It killed us. It disrupted our whole lives. It just did it all so bad. And then what does the son say? What does the actual son say about it all?
Oh my God, I have envy right now. I have hardcore beard envy.
2.5 months.
Well,
I stopped shaving January 1st in honor of Charlie.
In honor of Charlie. Ooh, but I'm devastated. My life is upheaval now because of this news. I don't know what I'm going to do. It's traumatic. I got to sell my trauma.
Now, is it possible that she started filming the documentary at some point within that 2.5 months?
They literally knew that. So during this little raffle show here, something happened significantly during this week. I don't know what it was because they never get specific. They're just referring to this past week. And I think it's probably when they got the results of the DNA, maybe. I don't know. But they haven't started to shoot the documentary yet.
Are you sure? Are you sure?
I don't think so. I'm not. Am I sure? No. To answer your question, no. But I'm confident enough to think they did not start shooting the documentary here. And if they did, they edited all this stuff out because this demeanor you see right now from Daniel, this demeanor you see right here, this is not the demeanor. This is not the Daniel in that documentary. And I wish I could play the documentary to show you, but I don't think I can play a clip. I don't think it's allowed. But I'm telling you, this is not the same demeanor.
But now, if it was the same demeanor, I could see you saying, geez, didn't anybody with the documentary tell them to stop acting like that? Like, it goes both ways, right?
Okay, sure. But you know then that it's a fake. You know that they're telling him to stop acting that way, right? Don't act that way because it looks bad. But you know that's really how he wants to act. So while she's on there saying, while Sophia's on the documentary saying, oh my God, I just didn't know what to do. I can digest all this. It's tearing my family. I don't know the worst news we could ever get. Woo, woo, woo. Oh, goddamn, woe is me, woe is me. Okay. That's what they're saying. You guys got to act like that in the documentary because that's what's going to sell. If you get on there and say, oh, I was honoring this guy when I found out. Oh, I found out Manson was my father. Oh, hell, I embraced it. I was happy. I was, woo, I can't wait to look like him now, right? If you just said that, people would be like, I'm not fucking supporting this shit.
You have a point.
So, yeah, they probably did get to him. They probably did get to him and say, don't be acting like this on the documentary. But it shows you who he really is. It shows you that these people were not upset or their life thrown in upheaval or, oh my God, what are we going to do? And I got to find out. No, that's all for show. It's all performative. And they get up here and act like, oh, who's Nick Shrek? Was he there? You already know who he is. You already know who he is. Oh, they already started filming in 2022? How could that be when they didn't even know yet? Did they? I have to go back and see when Mike actually did that. But okay, if they started to film in 2022, dude. This was done
after
yeah. He knew Nick Shrek by then.
Without a doubt, he did. Without a doubt.
Yeah. Yeah, within weeks. Okay, so he knew Nick and them by then. They were already on this. So here's a rumor. Can I speak in rumor here? Can I tell a rumor?
You can.
All right, here's a rumor. So I'm going to tell a rumor. This is not factual. There's a rumor that obviously Nick helped her with this movie. He went out to LA and they lived together. He was living with her in her apartment while they were filming some of this. And I don't know if that's true or not, but that's what I've heard. So to act like they don't know who Nick Schreck is a complete farce. All right? It's a farce, man.
Okay. 3 years in prison. I'm 63.
Oh, wow.
So this is an homage to him and his beard.
Yeah, there's nothing about this that shows me they're torn up, that they're having a hard time.
Exactly. I agree with you totally.
Yeah, there's nothing about, yeah.
That would take me 2.5 years.
This is 2.5 months.
Holy cow.
Yeah, I found out that Manson had some type of hormone makes him grow beards quickly. I got the same hormone. Ooh. 2.5 months, baby.
You wear it well, my friend.
Well,
I feel like Moses. I am Moses.
You're gonna boat depart the Red Seas with music. That's so neat that you're a guitar player too. And
yeah.
Unreal.
Yeah.
So,
do you know how many people in this world are, I guess you could quote, guitar players, end quote? No, how many? Many people. Many. I don't know if that's such a unreal thing or not.
So, you actually,
for many years.
when did you start, actually? I'm just curious.
I started when I was about 18.
Right.
Quit when I was 19. Then I picked it up when I was 20. And then I quit when I was 21. And then
So they cut his beard early in this documentary, I guess, and let it grow back.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I assume they were filming for a long time. Probably over the course of at least a whole year, right? Give or take. Months, at least.
Yeah.
He'd have it
had to be a couple of years even. Yeah. They had a lot of stuff to track down. And again, I'll give some credit to this. They did do a good job. I thought she did a good job as far as going back and talking to the right people about her grandfather. Not so much about the case itself, but about her literal grandfather. She was probably talking to the right people. But one of the first things I got out of that documentary was her claiming how horrible this was for her life and how upsetting it was and how it was messing up her life so much. And what does she do now? And
you're right. And then there's that dramatic Stephen K. won't take her call.
Yeah.
Because she's Manson's family. Yeah.
Yes. And then the whole time, I don't think she was tore up like this because again, I wanted to show a little bit of Daniel here in this raffle show. I wanted to show this because, this is really like, he wasn't torn up. He was looking to capitalize on this is what he's doing. I mean, why do you think he's showing up here grabbing his beard, and he grew the beard in honor of Manson and homage? And why do you think he's showing up with his guitar? Why do you think that is? Wonder why.
I think that the way they did this does leave a lot open for interpretation. So I think your opinion is completely fair and valid.
Thank you. I feel like it is. All right, so let me move on here a little bit.
I picked it up when I was 22, and then,
yeah,
really just a comfort,
Yeah, exactly. He's not really a guitar player. He just does it like I do, like a hobby. It's a little side thing you do for your own self therapy or whatever.
Absolutely. I feel that. I got all my comfort behind me.
Yeah, I like the way she does that. Uncle Mike. I mean, that's cool. But they all hate Jason. And another problem I got with this, though, you're out there, Tawna, and you're searching for something, the truth about your father or grandfather, I guess, that you've never met or known about. And where do you go? Like, would you not want an unbiased opinion on all this? When you want kind of like a both sides of the story?
I don't think you would necessarily know who would have the unbiased opinion.
So you go to every single person that is a pro Mansonite, and you think you're getting the fair story, the fair side. I guess if you want to surround yourself with a bunch of, safe type of environment. I guess that's what you do. But she's going to run around now thinking she knows all this stuff about her grandfather simply based on Nicholas Schreck. You see my point?
Yeah. Do you remember when me and you, we watched the clip of that video where Schreck is interviewing with Paul here, and Schreck starts saying that the guitar is the most highly overrated instrument?
Yeah.
Remember that? And then he's like, oh, and I see you have them in the background. Like he didn't.
Yeah. So he brings in this.
I think that's what this makes me think of, is that.
Yeah. Yep. So he brings in this guy to help him out. I don't know what this is about. He couldn't do it on his own, I guess.
I didn't even know the words to it. I just like the song. Anyway, that's all I know so far.
It's been really great with us, and I'm just you're a guitar player too.
Was?
Yeah.
You guys are paying?
He's got to do a song because, you know, he's got to show his talent that he's Manson-like, right?
Paying for that? Or?
Oh, yeah, you betcha. Yeah, the check's in the mail.
Check with my agent. Oh, okay. Yeah, he said it's
Acapella. Daniel should start a band, Milky Way 2. I'm sorry. I think that's hilarious. That's great. Good stuff there. Milky Way
That's
2.
pretty funny. Yeah.
Okay.
I want to hear him do his little Manson imitation here.
Oh, that's awesome. Yes.
So, you know, I was practicing this song. I don't know if you know this song. Why is it not working? It's my fingers. There's a time for living, a time for dying. I didn't even know the words to it. I just like the song. Anyway, that's all I know so far.
Yeah, he's really ready for this. And dude, this guy is not worried. This guy is not devastated at all about this news.
He doesn't appear to be now.
No. Play Freebird. I want to get up here I want to get to the. Oh, this God, this guy was funny. Freaks, man, total freaks. Right,
Who is that? Who is that?
This is the freak. Oh, yeah.
Yes.
He's some wacko that they put on the case to do the research on Jason Freeman to make sure he's the Jason. Yeah, I mean, I would definitely get my information from that cat, wouldn't you?
Yeah, why not?
Oh yeah, he looks real reliable. Fucking freaks, man. How about that shark? Well, I don't want to say it. I'm not here to mock people right now. I'm here to prove something. This point I'm making. I want to get the Sophia up here, and I like the way they did this. I don't even know what the fuck this was about, but this is so funny. So they call her. That's a lot right there. Corey Feldman better than that dude. Yeah. Dude, if you've heard Corey Feldman play, that's pretty funny. Oh God. Oh, we're gonna have a guitar war here going on in the chat, Tawna. Little sideshow. Watch out.
Uh-oh.
Don't take shots of Hendrix to the Fox guy. I can tell you that, dude. He don't appreciate it. All right. Anyway, I'll let them battle that out there. But I wanted to get her part on here to show that this is interesting. Dr. Zayas. None of them people at Ancestry just responded to my messages because they don't want to acknowledge their uncle was banging a stripper in 1965. Okay. Dr. Zayas, I think, has got a little more information than we might.
Yeah.
We might know here. I like that. Oh, you guys are funny tonight. All right, this is great. All right, so I want to get to the granddaughter here on this raffle show. And I want you guys to get just hear her demeanor. She's not, I will say this in her defense. She's not near as excited, okay, as her father. And she didn't roll up in here on the camera. She didn't roll up in here with a guitar and all this stuff. But she doesn't sound devastated either. She sounds, to me, a little over arrogant. And it's like, this stuff's been here long before you there, junior girl. But she doesn't sound devastated or, oh God, like completely different than the documentary that she is in that portrays her.
I've heard him play guitar or sing before, but I've heard Dee Dee.
Right.
Oh yeah, this is great. I got to bring this out now too. So in this little raffle thing here, they call her Dee Dee. They call Sophia Dee Dee. Why do they do that, Tawna?
I think to protect her identity online.
Right.
I remember that's what I was told back at the time.
That's pretty funny because I say that only because of they're going to give her like a fake, like, oh, she's Dee Dee. That's fine. But then you out her father, Daniel Arguelles, right?
Mm-hmm.
And somehow they think that we're not going to, or if we wanted, I personally wouldn't care. I don't care. I'm not going to find out, but they think people can't find out who she is off of her father's name, right? Obviously that can be done.
Right.
So for them to give her we got to protect her ID. Let's call her Dee Dee. And then they let Daniel come on as Daniel. And everybody knew his last name. It was in the news. I just think it's kind of over the top to give her Dee Dee a nickname like this when we all know who she was. I mean, I didn't know her name, but we knew she was the granddaughter at this point. So you could just do a simple search and find out what her real name is. Anyway, I just thought it was funny that they gave her a hidden name or to hide her name. So they call her Dee Dee. Yeah.
She plays and sings too.
That's awesome.
Oh, imagine that. The whole family, Tawna, plays and sings guitar.
Yep.
Well, Dee Dee did reveal in the documentary that she made that she is also a filmmaker, everybody. She's an aspiring actress and filmmaker. Okay? Just keep that in mind.
Awesome. Well, he's got a great voice on him.
Yeah, for sure.
And
well, that's a great segue.
Yeah, speaking of Dee Dee.
Speaking of Dee Dee.
Hello, Dee Dee.
Oh, hi.
Hi.
Hello.
I wasn't really sure if you needed me, but I said I would be here, so I thought I'd just go backstage, and if you wanted me on, you could have me. But
you bet. Yeah, no, absolutely. It's good because we're coming up to the last draw, and you'll be our last guest, and who better than the actual grandchild of Mr. Manson.
Mm-hmm.
So how's this been so far? Have you been able to catch any of it? Your father was
okay. How's this been so far? Right there's the question. This is where she would say, oh my God, it's been devastating. I cannot believe this news. It's been so upsetting, right? She would be saying the same thing that she says in her documentary, right? This is where you would say that at. You're being asked, how is everything right now? Go ahead.
I think he's referring to so far on the Rappel show.
Why would you think that?
Play it again and play it through.
Absolutely.
Maybe I'm wrong. Go back and play it again. Let me hear.
Sure if you needed me, but I said I would be here, so I thought I'd just go backstage, and if you wanted me on, you could have me. But
you bet. Yeah, no, absolutely. It's good because we're coming up to the last draw, and you'll be our last guest, and who better than the actual grandchild of Mr. Manson.
Mm-hmm.
So how's this been so far? Have you been able to catch any of it? Your father was awesome.
I
go ahead. I guess you might be right. Your father was awesome. Maybe you're right. Maybe she's talking about the damn it, Tawna. I think you got me. They did say, did you happen to catch any of it? Like your father was awesome. So you might be right.
Yeah.
All right.
When I logged my dad on, that was all
a rare W for Tawna.
Rare.
Okay. That was the first time I saw anything from the podcast tonight. It's been a really hectic, busy week.
Right.
I just got off working on set, so I drove over to my dad.
Okay, so you're right. They're shooting the documentary here.
Yep.
The way she just said, I got off working on set. So she's well aware then that, I mean, Nicola, they know Nick Schreck at this point. They're trying to act like they don't know Nick Schreck. Ooh, who is this guy?
Yeah, that's weird.
And logged him on really quick, but he was great. It's fun to see him. It's fun to see him jam. But
yeah.
Good to have Justin in too.
Yeah. It was.
By the way, I think they said earlier in this circus here, this little shit show, I think he said he did have 2 other daughters or 3 children. I think he said that he knew of. So she's got siblings here.
Yeah.
I don't know where they're at, but I've always found it funny when people come out and then there's certain, like there's always like one sibling or something that you don't hear from, right? It's almost like they know it's bullshit.
Yeah, because wouldn't those other 2 also be Charles Manson's grandchildren?
Yeah, they would be his grandchildren as well. Don't they have an opinion? Don't they matter? I agree.
It's definitely a weird week with all of this because I don't know if you guys have talked about this. So sorry if I'm repeating anything. And my cat's crazy right now.
Yeah, no, that's okay. She's welcome as well.
Agent Elvis came out.
They're just a bunch of ass suckers, aren't they?
Yeah, they are.
I mean, Paul Cook, he is such an ass sucking little maggot.
I follow Elvis on Instagram because I love Elvis. And then
Elvis is dead, by the way. You're not following him.
I see Agent Elvis clip pop up with my grandfather as a cartoon, fighting Elvis. Crazy. I was kind of, it's hard to even explain how I felt or feel because there's so many emotions that come up. Words don't even do it justice, but I had a slow burn anxiety attack for the whole day. And then 10 hours later, after seeing it and waking up to it, I just cried a lot. I don't know what it is. It's just like a lot of grief and emotions, but weird week. And then the whole Charles Manson resurrection, it's all so ironic. I'm just going to go on a tangent real quick here.
Okay, this is going to be good now. Listen to this. Here we go.
And go on a little spiel.
Go ahead.
Yeah, go for it.
Because the whole resurrection of Charles Manson is interesting because I've heard things were.
What? First of all, what does she mean by the whole resurrection?
Yeah, I have no idea.
He wasn't Jesus Christ. So I don't know what she means by that terminology. Yeah, that great point, James. She's only talking to the Mansonites, the literal groupies of this guy.
Happened to my grandfather's ashes and body.
Okay, here we go. She's going to talk about the ashes in the body now.
And now they're making a movie about doing something with his body.
Mm-hmm.
Really weird. And then this whole Elvis thing.
So I don't think they made a movie about doing something with his body. That's not what the movie was about, right?
Right.
Am I wrong there? I mean, it was literally a funeral.
Right. It was a funeral.
It wasn't like, oh, look what we're going to do with Manson's body. Here's a documentary about his body, right? That she's got that backwards. See, she's being indoctrinated right now. That's what's going on. Sophia, you're being indoctrinated. Just like your Uncle Mike.
There was a line that the cartoon version of Charlie said, yes, he's really happy that all of his minions are so high on drugs or whatever.
Yeah, it's a cartoon. Okay, it's a cartoon. It's a public perception probably, but it's still a cartoon. It's not real, Sophia. It's not real.
It's ridiculous.
It's real ridiculous. Yeah, right. Sure it is. I mean, the bug only put this stuff out for 50 some years, right? He's only nailed this down for 50 some years, and the media have followed by him in lock and step entirely for 50 years. So I could totally see why people would think it's ridiculous there. No, dude, it's quite common what people think.
The ironic thing is, the hypocritical thing is, and I don't mean to disrespect the dead, and I adore Elvis as an artist, but he's the one who overdosed.
Did Elvis overdose?
I think so, didn't he?
No, he died because he took a crap on the I thought it was because he took a poop on the toilet.
Oh my God.
I'm not kidding. What is the official? Was it an overdose? I didn't know that. She might be right. I'm not even saying she's wrong. I'm saying that's news. I didn't know it was an overdose. I thought he blew something when he tried to take a crap on the toilet. That's what I thought. Something blew inside, like something. You know that thing where you grunt so hard, and I think he grunted too hard or something, right? And it just blew something. I don't know. What was the deal? Somebody know the here we go. Adam's Dimension. Hello to you. Thank you for coming in. Official medical cause of death was recorded as cardiac arrhythmia. All right, that's not an overdose.
I just Googled it. I'm looking at the same thing.
So it's completely wrong there, right?
Yeah, not a direct overdose.
Not an overdose.
However, heavy long-term prescription drug abuse severely damaged his health and is widely believed by medical experts to have triggered the fatal heart failure.
Okay.
But it wasn't an overdose.
He liked them peanut butter and fried bananas sandwiches, I think it was. But it wasn't actually an overdose. Like she's making it sound like, he was, died right there like Kurt Cobain or something.
Yeah, I know.
Or not a suicide, but overdose.
Yeah, it's a hypertensive coronary heart disease.
Thank you. Okay, that's what I thought. All right, so she's already, going down the wrong.
And they struggled with addiction, and so did his daughter. And now you're trying to put it all on someone else, like he never struggled with that. Super, super weird. And then I know my grandfather said on record that, you guys write that we take a lot of drugs and all this. It's not really our thing. You guys beef it up a lot more than what it really actually is. And then he names off the drugs that he's done and, how often they did it. But I don't know. It was a not so fun week being his granddaughter. But
it's pretty intense, that the liberties that people take. And that's the thing that we talk about a lot, is that like you and Mike and Daniel have to, like, that's actually a real person to you guys. To everyone else, he's basically become a commodity for.
No, see, I disagree with that. See, it's you people, Cuckcast. It's you people, Paul Cuck, that act like this stuff is never happened. You're the ones that act like, oh, you know what? Look at me. I'm the victim. I'm not victim. I'm a like what she's dressing up with the little baby handprints, right? The girl up there, Danny Duty. She's like, you guys are the one that don't take this seriously at all. You guys are the one that takes liberty.
And they're the ones that are taking liberties. They're taking liberties. No, yes,
they're the ones taking liberties. They just don't like it when it turns around and they take the liberty at their little groupie, at their groupie, their little hero that they're a groupie for. They don't like that. Yeah, exactly. That's right, Adam's Dimension. They act like Manson was God. How dare they take liberty at this, right? But you guys can take liberty at Sharon Tate all you want to, can't you? Yeah, you can take liberty at the victims all you want. That's okay, right? By the way, if you're not familiar with that picture in this little goof here, that's Danny Duty dressed up like Sharon Tate. And she titled this picture that you see here, a Jay Sebring, how'd she put it? Jay Sebring victim survive party I don't know, something stupid like
party
that.
Party victim,
party member.
Yeah,
she didn't even use victim. I think she just said party go. I don't know, something about. She mocked the whole thing with Jay Sebring and Sharon here. Yet they're going to get on here and say, "Oh, isn't it bad how people take liberty at your criminal grandfather?"
Yeah.
Whenever they need a nefarious character.
Oh yeah.
Whether it's in.
Anyway, so all I'm trying to do here is prove, and I'll give her this bit right there, that little spiel there that she just gave. I'll give her a little bit. Maybe she really was feeling a little confused, or maybe it was anxiety because she realizes, okay, this guy could cause me some backlash, right? Because he's my grandfather. But it's nowhere near what she was portraying in that documentary.
Magazine.
And if you need more, wait, there's more, and there's more.
Scenes or movies or anything like that, without thinking of like something like that, like his granddaughter who's now trying to like come to grips with this is my lineage. And all of a sudden there's a new movie having him be like this crazy whatever monster, and then this cartoon comes out that's just hyper violent, and like you say, ignores stuff about Elvis too, because if you're going to look at one person, look at the other. Elvis slept with underage women. Elvis toted guns around.
That's it. Thank you, Roberta. Hello to you, by the way. Thank you for coming in. Jay Sebring, Party Casualty. That's the name of that picture. Yes. That was the name of the picture she titled, because they mock the victims, they mock this murder case, and they worship and glorify Charles Manson. That's what these clowns do. All of them, right here. All of them do it. Okay. And
where Paul was putting his face in instead of Manson's face. Remember?
Yeah. This is why I can't stand these creeps. Okay.
Yeah.
So let's just get all that straight right now. These are a bunch of hypocrites right here. Yet how dare they say something about Charlie? How they take liberty at Charlie, right? Oh yeah, well, you guys do worse.
They do.
Around and was a fucking son of a bitch at times, right? Like it's just
worst of it.
And like you say, ignores stuff about Elvis too, because if you're gonna look at one person, look at the other. Elvis slept with
I can't even believe this too, right, Fox guy? They're comparing Manson to Elvis here. What the fuck are they even doing?
underage women. Elvis toted guns around and was a fucking son of a bitch at times, right? Like,
oh my god, I can't believe they're even making that comparison.
Dude,
Wow,
Elvis never was involved in any murders. You stupid idiot. Okay, there's a big difference here. I can't even believe this guy. He's brain dead. This guy is so stupid.
It's just kind of like, but no, let's just slough it off on Manson because he's our go-to now. Yeah, and he doesn't, and he's not a human being. But there are people.
I like the way Adam's Dimension puts stuff here. This is exactly right. Self-promotion, insatiable, bottom-feeding frenzy, remain entrenched in the Manson the murder industrial complex. Well said, dude.
Who obviously it affects.
We romanticize those people, right? And
no, exactly. That's right. Amy Wilkins. Paul wishes Charlie was. He does. He so wishes this. You're so right about that. It's obvious. All right. Here, so she's going to talk about romanticizing here.
And they can get away with almost anything, it seems. And if you're on the wrong side of the stick, you're just going to get the worst of it, which is what I feel like Charlie got, is always the worst of it. And I don't want to like live the victim my whole life. I don't want to play.
You're not. You're not the victim. Oh my God. Can you believe she said that? I don't want to live the victim my whole. You're not the victim. That's the thing. Exactly. This is what she's going to do. This is what she's trying to do. Oh my God. I see so through this now.
The victim. And I don't think Charlie ever did. I don't think Mike ever does. And I don't think my dad ever does. But sometimes when things like that happen and I see that kind of content, it reminds me of how the world is stacked kind of against my lineage and what we kind of have to overcome. And it's just a lot.
I like the way she says we.
It's yes, Amora.
You are going to have to overcome a lot. If what I think she's talking about here is what she's trying to do, yes, you're going to almost overcome impossible odds. Yes.
It's a lot.
Yes, she's like, this is bullshit.
And it was stressful for me. I think that's why I got my anxiety attack. I'm like, oh shit, what am I going to do about this? What are we going to do about this? I feel like it's our mission in life is to rectify history.
So I can tell you this, Daniel does not give one rat's ass about rectifying history. Okay. He's perfectly content with living off of this name for the rest of his life. Okay. I can tell that just from the performance here tonight on this podcast, on the shit show. Daniel's not interested in that. It doesn't look to me. I don't know if she's being real or not, but if she thinks that documentary she was in that she directed, if she thinks that's the end of it, like that's all the research she has to do and that's all she has to talk to and that's the end of it. No, you have no idea what you're getting into. But I can see where she thinks this.
Which by the way, the mistakes came from the CIA and the president and the FBI and the media.
Oh, wow. Do you hear this? Oh, God. That's where the mistakes came from. Yeah. These people are going to blame everybody but Manson for anything.
And yet, like a 23-year-old has to come up with the solution with his.
Oh, wow. What an arrogant little twat. Wow. What an arrogant little twat. Like 20, so bad at 22, a 23-year-old got to come up with a solution. Well, I'll promise you that I will predict this right now. Mark my words right here, Tawna Laufenberg. Mark this down.
Mm-hmm.
In your little notebook thing that you take notes in.
Mm-hmm.
Sophia Maddox, Sophia Manson, Sophia, whatever she wants to call herself, Dee Dee, whatever you want to call yourself, you will never, ever find a solution to this. You're not the prodigy here. You're not the godsend. You're not the answer. You're the granddaughter. That's it. You're the granddaughter. That's where it stops. You're not going to find, you think you're going to come out and find the solution? You don't even know which end is up. You can't even get past this thing without crying. I'm crying for days. You're not going to, I predict this girl will never find a solution. For her to be here and stand up here so arrogantly and I proclaim I will find this. We will find, you're not going to find any solution. Okay, maybe I'm being too hard.
If there's any sincerity behind that, I can only hope that as she goes forward, she continues to do it with sincerity.
But there has been none.
And I'm not sure that she's going to be the solution, but maybe she can be part of the solution.
How can she do that when she's telling you, oh, who's this guy right here? Nick Schreck. We don't even know who he is. Like she's already coming out being phony. Like she's already being phony about things. How can you trust this?
You could be right.
Thank you. Adam says, no, I'm not even hard enough. Thank you, my friend. I'm sick of this kind of stuff, man.
I know.
They sit there. They accuse everybody else in the industry here of making money off making money off of Charles Manson. Oh, the media does this all this time. They make all this money. They lie and they make all. It's exactly what they're doing right here.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm getting some support here, money. I love it. Elliot Ness, hello to you. Thank you, my friend. You copy all you want to, my friend. I appreciate the nice words. Yeah, I'm getting some support. People are agreeing with me, Tawna. This is being.
Well, I mean, she's not here to defend herself, so I want to make sure that
I'm using her words. Go ahead.
Yeah, but there's probably a long time has passed since she says those words. You don't know where she's at in her discovery of the case, or where she's at. You don't know.
I know. As recent as this documentary that I just watched, that's the latest I can tell.
Yeah, I hear you.
And she's even worse. She's even worse in the documentary. I'm just saying, she's playing this thing up like it is. Oh God, it's devastating. It may have thrown her for a loop. Maybe 1 or 2 days. Oh, I cried all day that day. Okay, so you cried 1 or 2 days. Like, did it really screw your whole life up?
Well, she's young. I'm not quite ready to give up on her yet.
If you're being sincere and you're really wanting to find out the truth to your lineage, despite it being Charles Manson or Charlie Kirk or Charlie whoever, why won't you just keep it to yourself? Why are you publicizing it? They are definitely busting on they're busting on Jason Freeman left every time they open their mouth because Jason made a movie and he's making money off of this story of him being the grandson. Well, what the hell is she doing? She just sat there and talked about, they're talking about and they're selling this. And what are you guys doing? You just did a raffle show where you sold nothing but Manson, your own grandfather's stuff. And then they lied about that even. You know what they titled this stupid clown show? They titled it the Mike Bruner Legal Fund. The Mike Bruner Legal bullshit.
He didn't have a legal fight anymore with it. So what is that all about?
Because they wanted to make it more, oh, you're helping Mike Bruner as
Because
opposed
of the
to
name. Because
yes,
of the name. Yeah.
because of the name. Don't you see what I'm saying here? They are nothing
I
more.
do.
They are nothing more than what they claim others are.
I hear you.
Yes, thank you, Dolphin. Good call. The next generation of bottom feeders, right here. You're seeing them right here. Yes. I'm calling it out too. Thank you, Dolphin. It's exactly what's going on here. And this little shit show right here proves it all.
With,
this little,
my dad and my uncle. It's just a lot to put on one's shoulders, but
yeah, it's not all on your shoulders, you little martyr.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's
Thank you. Dude, I'm loving it. You guys are seeing through this like glass. Thank you. I love this. Exactly right. Adam's Dimension. They have embraced Manson's celebrity. You're right.
It's unbelievable, and it's not like it's just something that just happened. This is like 50 whatever years of the same story being regurgitated over and over and pounded into everybody's head, and so it's it's a tough go, but for you guys, I just hope that it it evens itself out to the point where you guys can have a little bit of rest with it. You don't have to.
Oh my God. James Watson, I've got to tell you, you make a good point. I said that last week, like, what? No way. But you might be right here, dude.
If she becomes the go-to expert, then there should be some effort made to where maybe she knows a little more or whatever. If you really think that she's holding that much power with it.
That's what I've said. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, I get you. I'm sorry. I wasn't trying to cut you off. I'm so in agreement with you. Yeah, I'm in agreement. I'm going to see what else you got to say here.
Worry about turning on Netflix and seeing some. It's just like, well,
okay. No, I think the word is just propaganda. But people like the Elvis people and Quentin Tarantino don't know it's propaganda. They just know it to be the truth.
So she thinks Quentin Tarantino's movie was the truth. Like she thinks Quentin made that.
I think it was the truth. Like he thought that was the truth.
Yeah, she thinks Quentin thought that was the truth, right? That's how dumb this girl is. This girl is dumb. I'm sorry. Right? She is dumb. She is just dumb. Dumb. You are dumb, girl.
But she could learn. I don't learn.
No, she's going to learn whatever's taught to her, whatever's told to her, right? That's not learning. That's being indoctrinated, Tawna. That's not learning. She has a problem with comprehension, I think. Learning. You're right. She could, but she's not. She's too dumb. She can't even she can't distinguish between Tarantino's movie being fiction and entertainment based on a true story. She can't figure that. She can't distinguish. She's not able to distinguish between that.
So the information that's mainstream and that we consume easily, that's that takes no effort. We don't have to do any research on for ourselves. We can just watch this, or we can just believe these people.
No,
so I think it's a matter of getting the estate that would help, because I don't know how it works, but if we can have a say in how our grandfather and how their father is represented in media,
right,
that would be a great start.
Yeah.
Well, you do have a say. You absolutely have a say.
She just doesn't know how to cultivate that say, I don't think.
Mm-hmm.
It's like when we say that people don't know to ask questions, like they don't know to question the story because that's all they've ever heard. I think that's kind of what she's trying to get at, but she's taken the long way around to it with that.
Rick Dalton isn't real. K-Dog, I like that. Good one.
I hear what you're saying. I'm not trying to defend the whole thing. I'm just saying, there is another way of looking at it a little bit, right? God, you guys are gonna kill me, aren't you?
Good to see you, Marty Powell. One of my favorite people out there. Makes me laugh listening to Paul, the Canadian son of a bitch, talks down about guns. Woo! I open and carry, Paul. Fuck you. I echo that sentiment. Fuck you. It's great to be an American. Salute. Good comment, Marty. I love that. All right, let's finish up here with her.
Absolutely. And just having more voices, like doing stuff like this, where there's at least one other show where there's something that isn't the main narrative. There's like, that was part of what we wanted to do on this, was just because you're not gonna, some people
to bring it a full circle, to end the week like this is very kind.
Your guys' state of mind a little bit with this, because there's at least a few people that aren't tripping over their faces being like, he's a monster, you know?
Oh, like, yeah, no, and I think to bring it a full circle, to end the week like this is very kind and very nice and joyous for me, because
they made a lot of money.
Yeah, I mean, the first thing I did when I woke up the other day was
check the balance of the PayPal.
That video. This is how I,
right.
and it's not fun at all. And I'm reading some comments of people, being related to one of the straight Satans and having to explain what their father did every time they try and pass security or something like that. So it's never easy to have a relative who is a criminal, but then to have him being the most famous, it's
infamous.
There's an added layer there. But that being said, this community is really awesome because
this community is really awesome. See, this is what they do. They surround themselves with a little circle of, huggers, right? They're like a little bunch of huggers. And they isolate themselves from, the main line, the mainstream, the rest of the people, so that they can pat each other on the back and console each other and support each other. And that's, I guess, all they need rather than the actual truth. Yeah. Cult-like, if you will.
I know I'm not alone. I haven't been in this for very long. Mike's gotten this his whole life. So this is just the tip of the iceberg for me.
Oh, we lost her. I'm glad. No, it's a lot, man. I mean, you've got a lot of stuff to process. It's an intense thing and I'm sure it waxes.
Oh, shit, this guy's such a brain dead cuck. I can't stand listening to him talk. Let's see if I can get through this a little bit. I'm trying to make a point. I'm looking for a specific point here. I want to wrap this up with. It's about the money.
It's great. This is great. Can't say enough about it.
Well said.
Yeah. So if you want, Dee Dee and Mike, should we do this last draw?
Oh, they're gonna do the last draw, everybody. This is great. Watch this. This is great.
For the folks at home.
That's cool.
All right. So I'm gonna get out my random number machine, aka my cell phone that I hate more than anything in the entire world. And
okay. Tell us more, you boring motherfucker. I can't imagine sitting here listening to this freak talk for an hour or more.
Get this. So number between 0 and 510.
Holy moly.
Holy cow.
Holy cow.
Yeah. So
fucking idiots.
Are you guys ready?
Ready.
No, we're not ready. Oh my God. Yeah, wait a minute. Freak.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, the final winner of the legal, the Mike Brunner Legal Fund rap.
The Mike Brunner Legal Fund, they call it, right? Instead of what it really is. It's not for him.
Right.
Yeah. See, already they're bullshit right off the top, right from the very top. When we're going to do a fundraiser in a couple weeks for Charles Melton, right? We're telling you straight up what it's for, right? It's the pay Linda Kasabian's debt back, and it's for Charles Melton, okay? That's what the fundraiser's for. Like, we are straight up with you. We tell you right what it is. But not these guys. Oh, this is a Mike Brunner fundraiser for his legal funds. Oh, by the way, he's going to give it to his alleged brother. Just tell us. Just tell us, dude. Like, it's okay. You can say it's for Daniel.
Mm-hmm.
So they go all around to try to, lie and fake, and they're just phony, man. Why? Why didn't they want us to believe them when they tell us something?
Raffle is number 371.
371.
Here's the best part. Now remember, this other woman has won every other draw so far tonight. She's won the others, right? She's cleaning house here. Watch Mike Bruner's face.
Jackie. No.
Look, that says it all right there.
Is it?
Look, that says it all right there.
Clean sweep, Jackie.
Hey, way to go, man. You got the most money, Jackie. You win. Yeah.
Clean sweep.
Hat trick. The hat trick.
Look at him. Hat trick. Probably never played a fucking game in your life of hockey, you fucking pussy.
Oh my God. Prob Jack.
I would love to get on the ice with him. I would check him. I would clean check him into the board so quick. You know what I would do? They would give me a game misconduct for that. You understand? That's how bad it would be.
Jackie. It's me.
Wow.
There she is. Boy, she looks like a winner too, doesn't she? I mean, she looks like the type that would collect Manson stuff. Where's the? There we go.
That's insane.
All of
No, it's not insane. It's called rigged.
Way to go.
Where'd it go?
Danny just squeezed. These people they're so much amateur, they don't know. They're stupid. All right, so here we go.
Jackie.
Oh my God. Wow, Jackie. That's a bit. Well, Jackie, you deserve it for the
Oh, yeah, you deserve it. Watch what he's going to say here. For everything, watch this.
amount of help that you gave them. Fucking right.
The amount of help that you gave them for emptying out your savings account, Jackie, you deserve it.
Jackie.
Oh,
Clean
man.
sweep.
Hey, James Watson, I'm not blaming Jackie whatsoever. She's not. I mean, she just looks like the type that would collect Manson stuff. That's okay. I'm not even blaming her. This is not her fault at all. Not one bit. This is totally these two goofballs' fault up here. The girl and the guy here. They're the ones that organized this thing. They are the ones that should have spotted this discrepancy from the very beginning. Okay, it was obvious that this was not going to come out fair.
Hat trick. The hat trick. Oh my God. Prob Jackie. It's me.
Wow.
That's insane.
No, it really isn't, though.
Go.
Where'd it go? Jackie.
Oh my
Marsha.
God. Wow, Jackie. That's a bit. Well, Jackie, you deserve it for the amount of help that you gave them. Fucking right. Well done.
Yeah.
VIP.
Holy cow.
Disgraceful, dude.
That's amazing. And you know, none of them are.
Message me on the side to play the lottery.
Okay, so Mike's number.
It's always good to have a member of the KKK as part of your audience, too, I say.
I sent it to you on PayPal and the email address you gave.
Yeah, there's another point. What about the way she decided to do the whole Maddox name change for the attention, right? Like, this whole thing is just.
But it wasn't any of those numbers.
What are we looking for?
Sorry about that. It was Mike's. I put it down in my phone. I sent it to.
Yeah, this doesn't make it sound even more shady, does it? Listen to him talk about what they're. Listen to this shit.
Sent it to him on PayPal and on the email address that he gave me. But I'll tell him what it is too afterwards.
That PayPal was some people got messages, some people.
Yeah, see, it sounds even more fucked up now when they start talking like this. They should keep this off the air.
This was my first real experience with PayPal and
screwed up this whole time.
I love how this is for Mike and you send everybody but Mike the schedule.
I can tell you, yeah, we'll figure it all out.
All right, so here's a question: somebody's gonna ask the question, how much money did you guys make? And they should be transparent because we're going to tell everybody how much that we make with our fundraiser, right? We're going to do that. But they don't know yet, right? But they're going to tell us all. They're going to let us all know. Did they ever let us know? I don't follow this shit show at all, really. Did they ever let us know how much they actually made? Hang on a second.
I never followed up on that at all.
Loving it.
So Mike,
good.
we've gotten a few comments of people wondering, once everything is all said and done, would you be able to let people know, like, hey, we raised roughly X amount?
Yeah, we
watch what she says. Watch what Dee Dee says here.
I can get all that figured out. We've since PayPal went off the rails, things have gotten a little confusing, but we'll figure it all out. And
that doesn't sound shady.
Yeah, I mean, I can tell you, yeah, we'll figure it all out.
We'll figure it all out. Okay. Oh, God, trust me, bro.
We'll be able to update. We can post an update.
But it's been a great amount. Like, I completely, thoroughly surprised.
Listen to her. It's been a great amount. I'm completely, thoroughly surprised.
How much we raised. Exceeded expectations for me.
That was huge, and getting to meet so many different people, and
that's when they figured it out, Tawna.
Right.
It's at this moment. It was at this moment that they figured it out, Tawna. Dee Dee figured it all out. You understand what I'm saying?
I understand what you're saying.
That is the moment she figured out the money can be made at this $8,000. Someone said in the chat. She says herself, oh my God, it was a tremendous amount of money. That's when it clicked in her head. Ooh, there's money. There's a money aspect to this. Ooh. Yeah. That's all right, girl. You go get it.
And all the different comments, excuse me. And stories that I got up most of that love, but I've tried to share a few with all
right. Don't need to hear any more of this bumbling, stumbling.
Yeah.
Goofball. Yeah, what a bunch of fake bullshit this whole thing is. They're literally doing exactly what they said they didn't want done or are against, okay? And I can play these comments. We've already done this for an hour and a half or going on 2 hours, so I probably won't do this tonight, but I've got Nick Shrek up here ready to I'm ready to pick him apart because he is the biggest hypocrite of them all. He's the cause of most of this. But I heard that rumor that Nick Shrek was the one, living with her in the apartment, helping her film this thing. So there's your indoctrination right there. Ollie Bacchus. Hello to you. Thanks for coming in. If Brian can find a screenshot of Paul picking some of your facts, he'll probably climax. Me or Paul? Who are you talking about? Me? You think I'm going to climax off that? No, I will laugh my ass off at it. That's for sure. I think Paul's the one that probably climax off of it. Just mention, let Paul dig in his ear and mention Manson. I'm sure he'll find some way to get off.
That's
Me,
so
I actually think it's fucking hilarious to mock them about it because they think they're so fucking great, but they're really a bunch of freaks. Fanboys, fangirls, freaks. Let me see here something though for a second. Maybe I'm
biggest tourist museum. That's what these people.
So here's Nick Shrek doing his little bitch mode where he's crying about, what they're doing to Charlie. They're selling his stuff. I can't believe. So here's this idiot. He's going to bitch about people selling Manson's stuff. And this is exactly what they're doing tonight while he's sitting there in that chair. They're selling Manson stuff. There is not a bigger hypocrite than this piece of shit, Nicholas Shrek. Barry Dubin, I guess is his name. Fucking freak. You're such a piece of trash. You are scum, Nick Shrek. Bottom line, you are scum, buddy. Like off the bottom of my shoe, dog shit.
You see, selling the scrap. scraps of his death to a Las Vegas tourist museum. That's what these people have already shown us. They think that was the right thing to do. Telling the time, spiritual level, he will be defeated on the legal level, and his own karma will fall back on him and those who have helped him. Period.
Oh, here we go. This is what I want to pull. Here's where Nick talks hypocritical.
So if anyone out there has ever gotten anything from Charlie, this is the time. Put your money where your mouth is and help the legacy of Manson to not fall into the hands of these scum. And
see that this is what they're doing. They're trying to find somebody, somewhere to help where they can take this away from Jason. That's all this is about. They don't care about Daniel. You understand that, Tawna? They don't really care about Daniel or the girl. They don't care genuinely about her or him. It could be anybody. Tawna, if you had DNA that showed you might be a match to Charlie Manson, right? You would be the queen tomorrow.
No, I wouldn't.
Well, you're
no,
right.
I really wouldn't.
They would still love you, right? They would hoist you up there on top of the mountain, and they would start singing your praises because you're simply the heir of Manson. They would not care otherwise a thing about you. That's what they're doing here. Listen to this shitbag.
I just don't understand why they hated Jason so much.
They considered a good thing to do with Charlie's legacy, selling the scraps of his death to a Las Vegas tourist museum. That's what these people have already shown us. They think that was the right thing to do. So let's not let that happen anymore and let us defeat them. So if anyone out there can possibly sacrifice some of their hard-earned money to this cause, then I think it is fair and just that be done. So
absolutely. I think you absolutely hit the nail on the head in a bunch of different ways. I mean, a lot of people don't think empathetically about it to the point.
Wait a minute. I had something where else I wanted to. I think I got ahead of myself there. Hang on one second.
Of these scum. And we already see.
I was looking for a specific clip that he said here. I think I got the timestamp wrong, but let me see if this is it.
So that Dan can continue to pay his legal fees in this obscene and totally unnecessary legal battle that Jason Freeman has created, wasting all of our time. And we will defeat him one way or the other. He will be defeated on the spiritual level. He will be defeated on the legal level, and his own karma will fall back on him and those who have helped him. Period.
Oh yeah, right. Because look at this freak telling everybody what he thinks like that. Like, oh, you're going to be cursed because you went with Jason Freeman. Oh.
But do you think he really believes that?
Who knows? Look at him. Look at the idiot. Do you think karma hasn't hit him a couple times in his life? Look at him.
I'm just saying, it very much seems as though he's being real about it, even though he's off track.
So there's a guy named John Hinckley, and he really believed that Jodie Foster was like for him, and he loved Jodie Foster. And so he really believed that to the point where he went and shot the president.
Well, if he really believed it, then that's okay, right?
Is that what you're saying? That's what I'm asking. Do you think that's okay?
No, I don't. Come on.
So if anyone out there.
So the point I'm trying to make here through all of this is that he talks like this, but yet he's all good with Boner Van Tulski. Do you remember Boner Van Tulski after the funeral? Do you remember he was selling or giving away flowers and pamphlets and shit? Do you remember that? That's okay. That's okay. That's okay, though, isn't it, Nick Shrek? That's okay, isn't it, Cuckcast? That's all okay, isn't it, Duty? That's all just fine because they love Boner. They love Boner over there, right? But that's okay that he was giving away pamphlets or that they were giving shit away to the museum down there. That's all fine. But Jason Freeman making a documentary, oh my God, how dare they? Or it's okay for this dumb broad to sit here and make some documentary out of pure ignorance. Oh, I'm sorry, she's got it based on what you told her, Nick. So therefore, it's it's okay to make a documentary, for her to do it. It's okay for her to make money. It's okay for it's okay for Bruner to make money off of this, right? It's all good to sell Manson stuff if it's Mike Bruner or Daniel Arquelis or this fucking arrogant little twat. That's all fine, right, Nick? You hypocritical piece of dog shit. God damn, I hate you fucking freaks. I hate you motherfuckers. I can't hate you enough. That's why the karma is going to come back on you, earless one. Piece of trash. All three of these people are scum. There's a reason. There's a reason why they tried to get this video taken down when we did our video on this. Okay? Mm-hmm. There's a reason. But they didn't get it done. And let it be known, you will never get it done. As long as I'm in this fucking thing. You understand? Never. Never. And I don't give a fuck how many of it is that you get together. You and your little fruitcakes of, like I said, Manson groupies dangling on the ass hairs of Charles Manson's ass. That's all these people are. Hypocrites. Oh, I was so devastated. Oh, who's that? Who's that guy? Oh, who's that guy? Oh, I don't know who he is. Is he good? Was he there? Oh. What a phony. These two are trying to just capitalize. That's all I'm saying right now. I'm calling it right now. I don't care. That's what they're doing.
I think it's a fair interpretation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Based on what I'm seeing, I think
Yep.
so too.
Absolutely.
I'm glad we kept that to compare. Yeah, I agree. They did. They tried to help them with that. They were all involved in that. And that's okay. That's my whole point here. That's all fine. They're good with that. But let somebody else do it. Or let somebody else have an opinion on what they think. Even if it's wrong, that's okay. But no, you can't do that. Only we're allowed to speak on it. Well, that's not how it's going to go. That's not what's going to happen. And as we get ready to wrap things up tonight, I would only appeal to Mike Bruner somewhere. Who cares what I think, dude? For your own good, dude, get your head out of your ass and just try to do this on your own. But I realize you probably aren't capable of that. But honestly, dude, I've got I don't have anything against you personally anymore, but dude, you really are fake. And you need to get your head out of your ass. All of you do that are listening to these idiots.
So what do you think they would say to you in response to that?
I couldn't care less. Thank you, elderberry lady. Thank you. All right. We have put it down tonight. Thank you for joining us here, everybody. My favorite people. Where are we at here? Give me my music. Yeah. That's, the thing is, I guess what I'm trying to say too is you don't need to do all of that. I probably would have been more sympathetic to her documentary if she hadn't added all that extra, oh, we don't know who he is, or my dad didn't know who he is, and all this. It's completely misrepresented, I think. And I would actually have probably had a little bit more sympathy for her, but now I don't really at all. I just think she's another one of these hypocrites. Don't get me wrong, she's probably entitled. I mean, if she's the granddaughter, fine. But don't try to make money off of it like this, like you're the victim of something. You're not a victim, Sophia. You're not a victim. Neither one of you two are. Eric Johnson. Where's Eric Johnson? That's just all. There we go. Well, you can always hope, Eric. You can always hope, I guess. I don't much count on that, but you can always hope. All right, you guys have been a dynamite audience tonight. You deserve to give yourself a round of applause. Come on. Me and my seal clap there. Thanks, Tawna.
Wait. There, I got one too. There you go. There you go.
Thank you.
I had fun, Brian.
Yeah.
It was a fun show.
One for the TLBers.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it just started to get to me the other night when I watched that documentary, and then I realized, well, I didn't get to say all I wanted to say about this the other night, so I think I'll opine on it some more. All right, as we head out tonight, I want to remind everybody, coming up in the next, I want to say within at least the next couple of weekends or so, we're going to be rescheduling this fundraiser of ours.
We're waiting on his health to improve.
We are waiting on the health report from Mr. Melton, and we will have the final date set up hopefully by next Sunday. So join us next week for that, or we may find out ahead of time this week even. Who knows? So if you haven't, go check out our channel, like and subscribe to the channel, and you'll get the updates and so forth. But we're going to keep on top of this and let you know when this is going to happen. It's going to happen very soon here. Paying back Linda Kasabian's debt. That's what we're titling it. And it will be, without doubt, transparent. I can promise you that. It will be authentic.
Very transparent.
It will be real. And it will be for a good cause for a real victim.
That's right.
That's coming up. More details next week. Join us when we're back here again at 9 o'clock on our YouTube channel. For Tawna Laufenberg, I'm Brian Davis. Thanks again for joining us tonight. Have a great week. This is the Tate LaBianca radio program.
No. We'll do it live!
TLB Radio.